my whole life Catholic priests are like, you're going to hell. I'm like, you're in a dress. But also, nothing's gayer than a Christian. Every song's like, I love him. I'm like, me too, girl. Love him. He has risen. But also...
Hello. And welcome back, my friends. If you're new here, I am Lance. If you're returning, welcome back. And today we're going to revisit a comedian that I reacted to maybe a year ago. Has it been a year ago? I don't know. Matteo Lane. We're going onto his channel and we're going to check out Italians, Germans, and the French. I'm really curious on what this is going to be about. It's about a 14-minute cute little video. And yeah, I'm really excited to see. I enjoyed his last two videos. They were so funny. He is such a great talent and a cutie too. So, you know, that's a plus. It's always nice to have some eye candy. But yeah, just go to his channel, check out his channel. I'll leave the link down below. And of course, if you enjoy this reaction, please like and subscribe. That helps out so much with building this channel up. We're trying to get up to 3,000 subscribers. Yes, 3,000 we're heading to already. So I'm really excited. And yeah, and comment. Leave a comment, say hello. What you thought of, how did you like this? You want to see more of Matteo Lane? It gives me good feedback of what you guys engage in. So if the video doesn't get any views, we're not going to do any more of that topic. You know what I'm saying? But I always try to give us a little bit nice selection on this channel. So if you enjoy this, just leave a comment, and that way at least I'll know. All right, let's get right into this, and here we go.
I can't get a view to save my life. I can get a comment to save my life. Must have subscribed.
Then I went to Italy, and is anyone here from Italy? Not long. Ma davvero che siete... Ma sei italiano? Ma anche dove... Ma tu... God, I'm so cultured. I am... Di dove sei? Milano. Ah, Milano. Okay. You're from Milan. Where are you from? You're from close to Florence. Okay, what are you doing? Where are you? I'm throwing my whole set out the window. I'm just at brunch right now. Okay. What are you doing here? You're just visiting? Is this your first time here in New York? Really? Do you like it? Yeah. What do you think of American Italians?
I haven't met anyone.
You haven't met anyone? Here I am. All right. How long are you in New York for?
10 days.
10 days. Okay. And you're straight?
Nope.
Okay, I was like, phew. Okay, no, because it's hard to tell who's gay or straight in Italy. You know what I mean? Like when I go to Italy, oh, I look like I'm crushing pussy in Italy.
Okay, first of all, as a stand-up comedian, bravo. You could just walk up there, not just start your set and just start. You know, that takes some to start just talking to people and just get interactions and still be funny. I couldn't do anything like that. I give you mad props to walk up there to begin with in front of a bunch of group of people and try to make them laugh. You know, comedy is one of the hardest things. Well, that's what they say anyway in the industry. So, but yeah, as far as doing that, bravo. And plus, I'm so jealous he can speak Italian. I speak 2 languages. I took 2 years of Spanish, and I remember very little. It's crazy. 1 year of French. I took 1 year of French, and all I remember is like Bonjour, Mademoiselle Brown. That was our teacher, Miss Brown. That's what I remember. 1 year of French, 2 years of Spanish. That's where it got me. And I'm talking about, I like to speak Italian. I can't even speak any other one. Barely English. With this hick accent I got, so just yeah.
You could see 2 men fucking in the street and you'd be like, I think they're straight. My favorite is the word for gay in Italian is just gay with an Italian accent. It's just gay. Right? Milano, vero? You'll just hear like, allora, mai visto questo ragazzo? Ma mi sembra gay. I'm like, oh, ok. Ma allora Milano, ma anche tu sei gay o no?
Yeah.
Ma ci sono due italiani che sono gay, che sono venuti qui. Okay, wow, I said there's 2 gay Italians here. 3 gay Italians here. That's so fun. All right, and then are you here with other Italians or you just came alone?
Appetizer for $25 now.
You're not going to desecrate Whitney Houston and put on an Applebee's commercial. I Want to Dance with Somebody is such an iconic Whitney Houston song, and it's on an Applebee's commercial. Capitalism at its finest.
Oh, that ended quick. Hi, boyfriend. How are you?
Oh, shit.
Where? Oh, your boyfriend. Oh, that ended quick. Hi, boyfriend. How are you? Where are you from? You're from France? Really? Italy? We're gonna go with France.
I would never have the gall to even say that to somebody. That really, this is your boyfriend. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Really, France is your boyfriend. Work, bitch, work.
Bonsoir. Ça va?
This man's speaking French too. Oh my god, Italian and French. Wow.
Oui. Est-ce que tu habites ici ou en France? I'm so cultured. Est-ce que tu habites en Italie?
J'habite en Luxembourg.
Ooh, in Luxembourg? That country that's the size of this stage? Can we stop calling it a country? Like, there's like 6 people in Luxembourg, and they're like, we are from Luxembourg. Now, if you move 5 feet to the right, you will be in Germany. You can't move, we are here in Luxembourg. Alright, mais tu parles français in Luxembourg, mais aussi que tu parles German aussi, or no?
Non, je parle pas.
You just speak French, and how'd you two meet? Instagram? Grindr? You met on Tinder? How far were you searching? I mean, the Vatican's closer, you know, it's like... Is this what tonight's gonna be about? We're gonna pretend that Catholic priests are straight. Okay, yeah.
Oh shit.
My whole life, Catholic priests are like, you're going to hell. I'm like, you're in a dress, but also... Nothing's gayer than a Christian. Every song's like, I love him. I'm like, me too, girl. Love him. He has risen. But also... Ma allora capisci bene l'inglese, no?
Yes, risen.
Okay, no, sometimes it's weird when like
Jesus.
foreigners come to comedy shows because you see people just staring at you. And then I'm like, that's like being blind and going to Cirque du Soleil. Alright, what neighborhood are you two staying in? No, not in... I'm trying to speak English to you so that the others understand us. Do you understand what I'm saying? In quale parte della città dove stai? Tuo albergo?
Close to Times Square.
You're too close to Times Square? You're such a hack. Can you change your hotel? That's an awful neighborhood. It's not a neighborhood New Yorkers go to. It's you people go there. And you just stand in traffic and look at lights and burn your retinas. And can you go anywhere else? Can you move? You gotta get out. Don't you look around here and you're like, well, this is nicer than what that is. It's like you're in a Star Wars movie. All right, what do you do for work? Or do you not because you're Italian?
I gotta go back on that one. He is the nicest way to roast people I've ever heard. Just like it's like an art form. What the fuck? There's a reason why I paused this because he just kind of threw me off guard when he just said that right when I paused it. It'll come to me.
You're
let's
like, well,
go back
this
a
is
little bit.
nicer than what that is. It's like you're in a
Oh, that's what I was going to get at. I heard of quite a few people I met that lived in New York, and they always say the same thing. New Yorkers never go to Times Square. Those like the two or three stops, I guess. I have no idea. That they try to avoid. They go anywhere else except Times Square. That's just like where all the tourists go. So I heard that before. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He's like probably the fourth person I heard that kind of say the same thing about New Yorkers don't go to Times Square. That's just for, they dread it. They dread going if they have to. I think that's the story. They dread it because it's a bunch of bullshit.
Star Wars movie.
It's like a Star Wars. I bet with all
What do
these
you do for
goddamn
work, or
billboards.
do you not, because you're Italian?
That right there.
Research, economic research.
You do research, so you don't have a job. Okay. Research. I do research every day. What is this? I Google shit all the time. Like Madonna's face, 1995 and now. Like, that's research.
That is research. Whatever happened, Madonna? What happened to you? You're not the same Madonna from '95. Like erotica, back in them days, Immaculate Conception. All the. God, the truth was it Truth or Dare, that movie. That was a great. I saw that as a kid. That's something I should not watch as a kid. Madonna's Truth or Dare. I was watching it with my dad, and at the part when Madonna talked about finger blasting some bitch, he was like, "Excuse me, what are we watching?" I was like, talk about finger banging some bitch. I don't know, Dad. I'm watching it. This is the first time I ever watched this. I was kind of surprised too. He perked up. My dad perked up real quick. He's like, "What the hell is we watching here?" I was like, "That's Madonna." But yeah, her face now. I saw her recently on the Terry Joe thing, and I was like, "That's a Madonna impersonator. That's not Madonna. That is an impersonator. That is an alien that took over Madonna from the government."
Et tu, qu'est-ce que tu fais pour travail? You're a lawyer? Now that's a job. You got a French lawyer. Can you be like, I want the word least fan boyfriend.
Do you say fanboy friend? Fanboy? What do you say?
You're a lawyer? Now that's a job. You got a French lawyer. Can you be like, I want the word least fan boyfriend.
Least fun boyfriend. Okay, least fun. This is how I mess up on lyrics on songs too, because I'm like, what?
I will get a French lawyer, okay. Vabbè, who cooks at home? Because French and Italian cooking, I mean, this must be competitive,
Oh,
right?
Italian.
Obviously,
Please.
Italian, French, what is this? Yeah. What is French cooking? We use butter.
Cream.
Oh, that is all. Or is it Luxembourg cooking? What's Luxembourg cooking? Is there like a quarter of a McDonald's in Luxembourg? Like, there's no space.
There's no space. Things like that with comedians, I do love when they add so there's no space. It's just like right at the end, but it just makes it a little bit, just adds a little bit more humor to what they say. I love that. It's just those little things for me that it just kill it for facial expression, especially.
A lot of potatoes in Luxembourg? We gotta get it together. All right. And then tu, Milano, ma che fai qui?
So like we live in San
I've been going to therapy. It really has helped me a lot with getting past all the jumbled together mess of mine.
Francisco and we are preschool teachers.
You're preschool teachers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when did you move to America?
I moved here like 2 years ago and she moved here like...
I love that Italians just can't help ourselves. Then when I be like, I moved here 3 years ago. I moved here 3 years ago! We just can't help ourselves. Can't actually. You know what's so funny? Because like Italian women are unwell. Like they're psychotic. Are there Italian women here? Like, cause like, okay, so for example, one time I was asked, I was like, I'm from Italy, and then this one guy's like, me, I'm from Italy, and I was like, oh, what brought you to America? He's like, my wife, and I was like, oh, I'm like, because of course I want to know. I'm like, did you marry an Italian or American girl? He's like, she's American. I'm like, oh my god, because here's what I put it this way: I grew up all with Italian women. If you killed their firstborn child or left the milk out too long,
Same result.
they respond the same way. They break plates, they scream, they yell at you. All American girls fight the same way.
I've hung out with Italian women, and they don't consider getting mad. They always consider it, they're just passionate. They're not mad. We're just very passionate. We're just very passionate. I'm like, I come from a family of wasps, so I'm not used to that. We're, wasps, you're quiet. You don't talk about uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable topics. You don't talk about religion. You talk about politics. Well, when the family gets around, the family reunion, then politics starts talking about, and that's a shit show. But anyway, but normally around the core family, you just don't talk about those kind of things. It's unpleasant. Don't need to be discussed. So, and just very, just that kind of mindset. But Italians, when I hung out with, I had friends who were Italian, and their family, they were a blast to hang out with because their parties they had like for holidays were amazing. The food, come on, Italian food. But they were just, I thought there were some fights going on, but they were just passionate. They're just passionate. They weren't actually fighting. They just talk loud. They project very well. And it's fascinating for me. I was like a deer in headlights. I was like, I'm not used to this with my family. So this is like a whole new situation. So it was kind of like a culture shock. So I was like, wow, okay, sit back and kind of assess the situation. And kind of see what goes on at this hootenanny.
Wait, they just put on a big sweater and just sort of like. You know what's funny? And then it's never funny.
It's never funny. That's good.
All right. Yeah, my family, we're from Sicily, so we're from the south. We're different. Noi siamo terroni. I called myself a hick. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Okay. And you teach preschool to the kids? All right. And then French. So how long are you here for? Are you in New York the whole time, or are you traveling other places? No, just New York.
Sicily, you consider it a hick? Really? It's the south. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I know I don't know. That's from an Italian man, so I was just kind of interesting tidbit.
As a homosexual, did you come here and you're like, I am home? Like, does this feel good to you?
Discovering, yeah, finding out.
You don't understand what I'm saying, do you?
Doesn't sound like it.
You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? France, do you know what I'm saying? So the whole show you've just been looking at people's mannerisms like that looks funny. She opened her eyes a lot. Okay. No.
He's so quick. He's very quick.
Detto che quando tu sei arrivato qui a Manhattan hai pensato che sono arrivato per un gay.
I don't know. Yeah.
He's still
I really tried here. I can't do
You can do so
I don't know.
much.
I thought I was gonna do, but how are you? Good? It's been a while. I was gone for so long. I was in fucking Rome eating my face off. You know what's so funny? I was eating so much and smoking so much and drinking so much. I told my friend Francesco, I was like, I feel like shit. He goes, but you have just described my life. Alright, I have other material to do. Sorry, everyone. When there's Italians, I get really excited. Okay. Yeah, you have to meet some American Italians. It's interesting. They eat something called fettuccine alfredo. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah. You have. Because they don't have it in Italy. No, it doesn't exist. Yeah. You didn't know that? Yeah, you fucking losers.
Damn, I just got called a loser. I didn't know that. I thought that was Italian. So it's not like an Italian thing. Oh.
You know what's really funny is that, like, of course, did you think it was authentic Italian food? Oh, you knew. No, because you know what's so funny? One time I was in Italy and they had fettuccine alfredo on the menu, and then I asked, like, why do you have it on the menu? And the waiter goes, there's so many American ask us for this meal. We want to shut them up. So you know that some dumb white lady went to Italy and saw fettuccine alfredo and goes, I had myself authentic fettuccine alfredo.
These Americans, they keep on asking for it. We gotta have it on the menu. Oh my god, that is good. Sounds about right.
My name's Darlene. I work at the Wawa. I have.
Not the Wawa. Not the Wawa.
France, what is it with the French, though? I don't understand. They just don't... You guys are so insistent on not being nice. And you think it's not true, you know, but it's true, you know, because the Italians, like, if you don't speak Italian and you go to Italy and you say ciao, they're like, senti che lui parla bene, bravo! France, okay, so I slept with this French dude here, and I was like, good enough for me, so I flew out there, and, Instagram. Anyway, so,
Instagram.
So I went to this. I was in Paris, and I went to this French patisserie, and I wanted to order a chocolate croissant and coffee, but I wanted to do it in French. I didn't want to be the American and be like, "Bonjour, I have a question." So you know who you are. So I thought I would Google how to say it and like really impress her because you know like I speak Italian and stuff. So I'm like, I look like a Blair Witch kid. I was just in the corner like Googling how to say it. So I walked up to her. And
I'd never heard of that expression. A Blair Witch kid. A Blair Witch. It just kind of dawned on me. Like a Blair Witch kid. Jesus.
And she's like, bonjour. And I was like, bonjour, madame. Alors, aujourd'hui, je voudrais un pain à chocolat avec un café, s'il vous plaît. And she didn't even move. She just goes, that'll be $4.95. But I tried. What do I have to do to impress the French? Go back in time and be born there? Mais c'est comme ça, non? C'est comme ça. All right, yeah. C'est comme ça. Alors. Allora. They're the same language. You speak French?
Yeah.
You did. So what do you guys speak at home?
Mostly English.
Mostly English? Are you serious?
What kind of bullshit is that? You've got the two hottest languages in the world. You've got French and Italian. And you're like, yeah, let's speak English to each other. Let's really just keep our dicks soft for the next... But you speak French. Can you...
Hold on for a second. We gotta... Jesus Christ. No.
And Italian. And you're like, yeah, let's speak English to each other. Let's really just keep our dicks soft for the next... But you speak Can you speak Italian? You French piece of shit. He learned French for you. Qu'est-ce que tu peux apprendre? Italien? C'est facile pour toi parce que les langues sont
He's a you
le
French
même,
piece
non?
of shit.
That's true. You're a lawyer. Of course you can learn it. He's researching all day. This is insane. Two hot gay guys from Italy being like, hey, so for dinner, what do you want to have tonight? Meanwhile, this white lady's on Duolingo trying her best to be like, bonjour. Like, you know. Just like ruin it. You look great, by the way. I mean, it just... You're German? Oh, auf Deutschland? Guys, you're welcome. Okay, so ich habe eine Frage für dich. So... Grazie. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh no, Dankeschön. I don't remember my language. No, I had a German teacher for like 6 years, and he wore the same pants every day, so he would throw chalk on the back of his pants to see if it was there the next day, and it was. His name was Herr Katzenmeier, auf Österreich. And are you German too? You're half. What? Why did you like a surfer? Like, half you. What's the other half? What is it? English. Okay, so where were you born? In Germany. Okay, God, the Germans are so quiet. I'm next to you and I can barely hear you. All right. But yeah, all right, so you're from Germany. All right, and how long are you?
A lot of international people in this comedy club. Good Lord, we got Italia here. We got one person from France. We got some German here. Good Lord.
You here for? How long? Yeah, 2 weeks. Are you enjoying it? Okay. Have you been to Italy? Yes. Do you like it? You can always tell Germans walking around Italy. They're sunburned. They're 10 feet taller than everybody else. They're in. Yeah, I know. And you guys are very efficient too. The Italians are. They're not efficient. You know what I mean? At a date with a German person's like, we will get there at 7:30. At 7:30 we'll order appetizer. After appetizer we'll have our meal. After our meal we will discuss things that make us laugh. Then we will go home. Perhaps we'll have sex, perhaps or not. We'll watch one episode and only one episode of The Office, and then you have to go home. I have work at 8 o'clock in the morning. Just so efficient. And the Italians don't even show up on their dates. They're just... sorry, I was smoking. Wow, I had a whole set that I had to work on, and I spent all my time flirting with you while your French lawyer boyfriend who speaks English to you. Disgusting. I gotta go. All right. Good night, everyone.